Now when you have guitar tones like that, it is so damn inspiring to play. I just had a smile on my face right the way through recording all of that. Had so much fun. I have not had this much fun recording a track for some time. And of course I was using this little monkey here. Check out the size of this. Look, here's my hand. It's tiny. It's a tiny little palm-sized processor. But before I tell you all about this little monkey, do me a huge favor. Click the subscribe button and the bell notification. It's completely free, helps me to grow my channel, and you guys get to see the videos as they come out. And I'm ever so grateful for you guys doing that. All right, let's get back to this little one. This is of course the Hotone Ampero Mini. It's called the MP50. It's basically a junior brother to the MP100, which they have had out for a few years. And it's a slightly cut down version, but that's not to say they've cut down the features on it. 100 plus amps, cabs, effects, everything from compressors, overdrives, delays, reverbs, modulation, phases, flanges, etc, etc. Everything you could want. You can put an expression pedal in here as well. It has stereo output as well. It's got an aux in as well, USB-C in, so you can use it with the software editor so that you can create all your patches. I did all the patches via this lovely little screen here. The other feature that this has is it is an audio interface as well. So when you heard the recording, it was basically this via the USB-C cable straight into my Mac and using it as the interface. It sounded pretty damn good. But before I tell you about that, you're probably wondering how I'm powering this, because there are no long cables going down to a wall or anything. Well, at the moment, I have a 9-volt battery stuck to the back of it and this little cable going onto it. It does run on a 9-volt battery, which is crazy. Now, I have done some testing. This is just a temp solution, because when the battery drops its voltage to about 7 volts or something like that, 7.5 volts, it does stop working, so it doesn't last too long. And I did actually leave it on with the battery a couple nights ago just to see how long the battery would last, and it was still alive 2 hours later, and then it stopped working. So in a pinch you could do that. And you know what, because of the form factor of this, it is so small, you can just throw it into a gig bag, have it as backup if you're doing a show. You know, if your rig goes down, then hey, you can quickly plug this in and use it for your gig. The buttons on the front, they basically go through the actual presets on there. The presets are really easy to program. The touchscreen is awesome. I did all my programming on the touchscreen this time rather than on the software. I usually just gravitate towards the software, but the screen is super responsive on here. It is the same size as the other Amperos, so if you're used to using the other Amperos, then this is going to be an absolute breeze to use. Now, the reason I did the track which you're about to hear at the end was because I wanted to see how this sounded in a really dense mix. So I did the synthwave thing, yeah. Now this is a real test of any modeler of any amp, I find. When you put it into a dense mix, it has to cut through. It has to be able to still sound good when there's a lot of other instruments going on, especially synthesizers, because they occupy the same space as guitars in the frequency spectrum. So I was really pleasantly surprised when all of the guitar tones really jumped out of the mix. They sat really well. You know, I kind of knew it would do that anyway, because if you've seen any of my other Hotone videos, you'll know that I'm a big fan of the Ampero, and this one is no exception. It sounded great in the mix. I was able to do all those lovely chords. You know, some of them are complex chords as well, and all the leads as well. They just popped out. Now, I didn't use every single amp in here because there's a ton of them. I'll let you guys go and explore them when you get your own. I just picked a handful: Marshall, a Diesel VH4, a Soldano for my lead tone, and also a couple of cleans, a Fender clean, and also a jazz chorus. So 5 tones I did. And in fact, if you would like the Marshall tone, I have left a link in the description box below where you can download it for free and check it out. And I've also done a pack of all of the tones that you have just heard, which you can purchase as well. So we'll leave a link to that below also, and up here if I can as well, so that you can go and check that out and get 5 tones for your Ampero Mini as well. So fantastic little unit. As always, it is built like a brick, Hotone always builds their pedals really, really well. And in fact, look, they've painted it the same color as a brick as well. Look, it's orange. It's actually available in a variety of colors, so you can go and check that out on the Hotone website. But do check it out if you're looking for a mini processor. I really like the tones on the Ampero. Now, I have tried out some of the other mini modelers as well, and I always find that the Hotone amp models actually sound and feel more organic than the other ones, especially the cab sounds. I think that's a real point where the magic lies with these units. So head over to the Hotone website to check out all the spec, and it will list all the amp models, cabs, effects, etc., which is on this little unit, and pick yourself up one if you would like to check it out as well. It retails for around $220, and in my opinion, worth every single penny. It sounds awesome. Alrighty, I'm going to give you the full track to check out. This was so much fun to do, this synthwave track which I did. I had a blast. And I'm also going to play you the isolated tracks. I actually recorded all of the guitars without the effects from the Ampero Mini, so that I could basically give you the raw amp sounds from this unit, so you can see how good it sounds. Alright guys and girls, have a fantastic day. If you haven't done so already, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and new videos like this will be coming out really soon. And it's so much appreciated. Have a great day, and I'll see you really soon with another awesome video. See you later. Bye.